My name is Colin Putt and I'm the sales manager for Total Produce Cornwall. I spend a lot of time talking to chefs on the telephone, through Twitter. As soon as the local produce comes in, we go out with our camera or phone, take pictures and then bang it on Twitter, and then they're on the phone in minutes, get me that, Colin. We've worked a long time with John and Jenny Keeler from Kernow Asparagus. John and Jenny started in 1998 growing asparagus, and all the chefs that I talk to say it is the best asparagus they ever have. When I last visited John, I was in the field. He's got a new 12-acre field which he was just planting whilst I was there. John was actually driving the tractor, which was great to see, and all his men running behind, and he was planting new crowns. He was telling me that the crowns that he was putting in today, in 3 months' time, they will turn to fern. Next year he would have a little bit of asparagus, but he's always reluctant to cut it because obviously it spoils the quality for the following year, and then the year after that is when he would start cutting that asparagus again. When I last visited John, which was the very start of the new Cornish asparagus season, I then took a box over the King Harry ferry to Chris Eden at the Driftwood at Port Scaffo. He absolutely adores Cornish asparagus, and he wanted to be the first to have the asparagus on his menu.
Kernow, we've been using them for maybe the best part of nearly 5-6 years now, and I've always found it, for myself, the best asparagus that I can get hold of. And obviously now working with through Total Produce, they get a delivery every day from them, and it comes straight from the ground to my door, and when you peel it you can smell that freshness, you can smell the grassiness, and it goes straight on the menu, and I believe in that product 100%. And with the Kernow asparagus, working with Total Produce, I know that Colin always gets me the first crop, and it goes straight into our kitchen, straight on the menu that night.
We take customers to the farms as well, which is very important. A lot of the chefs like to see where the produce is coming from, and through the Grow Fair brand we send out a weekly list of what's available to the chefs, and they plan their menus around it. A lot of the growers in Cornwall we've dealt with for over 20 years, and 4 years ago we set up a cracking brand called Grow Fair, Pride of Cornwall, and this is where we go and see all the growers, and we get them to package it in the Grow Fair box. It looks absolutely fantastic. The beauty of our Grow Fair brand is that we collect the produce as we're delivering our produce to chefs around the county. When the drivers go out in the morning delivering to the pubs, hotels, etc., they then on their way back go into the farms and collect the Grow Fair produce and then bring it back to the depot. So it's all environmentally friendly, cutting down on food miles. Obviously when we get the feedback from the grower, then we get in contact with the chefs. We've got a great working relationship with chefs. We go out and visit them, we sit down over a cup of coffee, and then we like to talk about really menu planning, what's coming in the season ahead and the season afterwards. A lot of chefs have to plan well in advance, so they like to know what's available, when it's available, and obviously try and get local Cornish produce on their menus. And a lot of the time, you know, they invite me out for meals, which I like to attend. I post it on Twitter, and I take photos of all the courses, and then of course other chefs see that, and then they get another call, why have you not eaten at my place, Cole? So then I'll go and visit them, and you know, and that's how it goes. And from this, there's a great club called the Cornish Chefs Club, and they do this once a month, whereby one of the chefs invites other chefs and suppliers to go to their meal, and they're bringing on new chefs all the time, so it's evolving throughout Cornwall, and it's just evolving around the country.
Chefs clubs are a great opportunity for chefs and their suppliers to meet in an informal atmosphere and socialise away from the day-to-day grind of the kitchen and business, and just get to know each other a little bit better over great food and great drink. And it's not just about making business contacts, it's about making friends, and it's been great for us and great for everyone else involved, I think.
Obviously we buy as much local produce as possible through our Grow Fair brands, and with our company Total Produce umbrella we can buy from all over the world and expect the same standards of produce as we do from our local growers. Every day we have our lorry comes down from Bristol, arrives into our Bodmin depot about 11:30 in the morning, and then we check it. Obviously all the salesmen, all the warehouse staff check the quality, and so it's as fresh as possible. So all our produce, you know, is all coming in together, local and global, and all stringent quality controls. We also, luckily, because then the lorry goes back to Bristol, we're able to send a lot of our local produce to the markets, which is then delivered throughout the total company. We've even got it into places like Gordon Ramsay's. It's great to get the produce, take it to a chef, and then see what he actually does with that product, because what they do is amazing. I was at another meal, fortunately, the other night, and there was a bit of a heated discussion whether the dish on the plate was art or craft. And to me, it just looks absolutely amazing, and to me, it's just pure art.